Regressor of the Fallen Family, Chapter 59, Earthwall. At the soft incantation from Clayton, a 100-meter-long dirt wall rose along the marked boundary of the village. Wham! Thud. Wow! The cheering of the workers filled with admiration at the spectacle. Before their cheers had even ended, the foreman shouted from all around, "What are you all doing? Compact the dirt." The earth wall, 1 meter thick and 3 meters high, began to shrink in size as the workers shoveled, but it grew denser, eventually forming a solid outer wall with a consistent hardness. Logan bowed politely to Clayton, who was sweating to maintain the spell. "Thank you once again for accepting our demanding conditions." His thanks were not merely for the extended collaboration on the construction project beyond contractual obligations. Offering the heart of a fledgling settlement, not firmly established within well-built city walls, to someone wishing to construct a mage tower was unheard of. It could have been taken as an insult, suitable for outrage, but Clayton readily accepted the offer, dismissing all conventional expectations. "Young Lord Logan, you exaggerate. A Y-County grant of 10 million gold is promised. Whether it's for a city or a village matters not." "Haha, thank you for thinking so. The heart of the kingdom's largest settlement, even bigger than a city. Quite fascinating. I have no complaints." Clayton's words came out with a blurry smile but serious tone, making it clear without much thought that he meant every word. Indeed, the concept of a settlement where large numbers of peasants lived together was new to him. Aside from main cities like Kyle, used for trade, the typical model involved the lord's estate and its castle as the central symbol, with villages scattered about for the residents to live their independent lives. Only the lord's retainers, knights, soldiers, and certain essential craftsmen like blacksmiths lived within the castle. The majority lived outside. Building a village larger than a castle, where the territory's residents would all live together, was unheard of. If things proceed as Master Logan plans, this settlement called McLaine Town will become the central hub of the territory, even surpassing McLaine Castle and Teslan Castle. Typically, you would build a castle in the middle of a plain like this. Why bother? It would be a waste of time. It's enough to make it comfortable for the territory's residents to farm and live. Indeed. No, it's nothing. The possibility of rebellion rises when many residents are gathered in one place. Common estates often split the population into several villages to minimize this risk. Logan answered simply to this unspoken concern. "If we don't exploit the citizens, there won't be any uprising. Who would rebel when they're promised a good life?" Truly remarkable. A warm smile crossed Clayton's austere face. His way of thinking is fundamentally different from other nobles. For Logan, it was merely following in the footsteps of the successful policies of the future empire. But to Clayton, Logan was an extraordinary young man. Feeling burdened by the admiration in Logan's eyes, Clayton tactfully changed the subject. "Regardless of construction or mage tower matters, if you ever need anything, let me know. I will provide support as soon as possible." Maintaining a positive relationship with someone as supportive as Logan required reciprocal gestures of goodwill. However, it's unlikely, but if this town project fails and it becomes a ghost town, please be a bit more attentive to our school. I wouldn't want it to be lonely. Haha, just kidding. No laughter? The joke failed to amuse, and the atmosphere turned stiff. My apologies. I have no talent for jokes. But seriously, will this earthen wall really be sufficient? If by any chance this place were to be invaded? Clayton trailed off, but Logan's answer was swift and decisive. "Haha, don't worry. There won't be any battles here. A bad day for me to spout off useless worries, I guess? No, really, there won't be any wars here. I won't allow it. This place will simply remain as the heart of McLaine. Truly, your concern for the people's welfare is." If Clayton knew Logan's true thoughts, he would not have smiled. "Before that happens, we'll make our move against others." Smiling awkwardly, Logan gazed towards the sky. Clayton could misunderstand all he wanted. The satisfaction of their progress moving ahead faster than planned was what mattered to Logan. Most of the tasks requiring Logan's direct involvement were either already in motion or off to a stable start. The familiar duties of acting as Lord, as well as his other responsibilities, were completed more swiftly over time. Checked this. Thud. And this checked. Thud. Well, I'm off to practice. My lord. Did you properly review these before stamping them? If there's any issue after you double-check, Dwayne, bring it to me again. He's already gone. Thump. Damn boy ruins their family name more than his old man. But no, not yet. Ah, my damn fate. Of course, this was possible because of the involuntary sacrifice of a single public official. All I need now is to become stronger. Fortunately, Logan's wish was being fulfilled smoothly. Whoom. Zap. A small sound was followed by a golden streak shot from the tip of Logan's sword. That brief burst of light penetrated a massive rock and several large trees before vanishing. All that remained on the rock and the trees were puncture wounds the size of coins, but Logan had no doubt that those marks could easily punch through steel as well. Divine Sword Secret Technique, second form. Iron Splitter. Having executed a powerful blow that ordinary knights and force users couldn't even dream of, Logan was able to smile brightly despite the sweat dripping down his face. Just a month later, the 3,000 homes built in the center of McLaine Town have been completed, and the workers who participated in construction are gradually moving in. Reuben, who had been in charge of the city walls, lost weight from the sudden increase in duties. But Logan, thinking that Reuben's weight loss might be good for his health, paid little mind to his forlorn appearance. He was just pleased with the progress report. Faster than expected? You're starting land reclamation immediately, right? Yes. Thanks to the proactive cooperation from the mages, progress is faster than anticipated. In about 2 weeks, when Hammer visits to inspect, we expect to complete the target of 4 sections, a total of 10,000 homes. Excellent. Though Clayton and other Golem school mages were effectively labor specialists, a nickname perfectly befitting their productive nature, Logan felt a sense of apology. Magic is indeed wonderful. Pleased with the thought, Logan then recalled a peculiar term from the report. But, coming for inspection, isn't Hammer there right now? He left soon after starting the Mage Tower construction and showing a sample of about 10 wooden houses. Wasn't it on your orders, sir? No, I didn't mention it. As long as work is done efficiently, there's no issue. But still, it's an important village matter. Oh, he's busy making that weapon. Ah, that's why. Quickly grasping the situation, Logan nodded. The crossbows for the existing and new soldiers totaled 1,300. Considering past progress, finishing them would take another 3 months at least. He's got a lot to handle. Once the crossbow production is over, we'll need to start making weapons for the knights. I should console him soon. Logan stood up with a content smile. Scritch, scratch.
Creak.
Click. Phew. Joseph, the smith, working at McLaine Castle, completed another crossbow and smiled with pride. Learning new work at his age, over 40, wasn't easy, but making these new weapons made him feel he was advancing even in middle age, leaving him without complaints. I thought I'd be making parts forever. Joseph and 5 colleagues had been summoned to Dwarf Hammer's workshop, and a month ago they began actively participating in weapons manufacturing. Besides making parts, now they were assembling weaponry. Truthfully, it was an unexpected fortune. Even after this work, as long as they remembered the production process, hunger would no longer worry them. Perhaps I might even strike it rich. But that was still just a dream. Joseph shook off such thoughts of a rosy future and approached Hammer with his finished work. Master Hammer, another one is done, so that should be today's quota. Life is enjoy. Ah, is that so? Put it over there then, and take a break. The dwarf, who had been singing to himself while carving a small piece of metal at his desk, barely glanced up, pointing his toe at the storage area while continuing his meticulous carving. It was amusing to see Hammer stretching out his short legs to point, while still carefully working on his craft. Still, making only 2 a day and resting, feels like I'm being paid for doing nothing. That's all right. As long as you guys together reach our monthly quota of 200 pieces, there's no problem. The response, still without shifting his gaze, was decisive. But still, the faster we finish, the more work that devil of a boss will find for us. People need some leisure. He thinks since he doesn't rest, others shouldn't either. We've got to pace ourselves for better efficiency. Ha ha. Right, I guess that... Eh? Laughing, Joseph suddenly felt a firm grip on his shoulder that left him gasping. As he turned, he locked eyes with a person motioning for silence with a finger to their lips, and Joseph froze. Hammer didn't look up as Joseph made strange noises, too absorbed in the vivid memories of his first love, Noir, from 200 years ago. He couldn't afford to be distracted while carving those beautiful eyes. Should I really be resting during work that needs my best effort? Doing your best isn't just about work. It's about properly pacing yourself to meet deadlines, right? Ah, so that's why you're not at the town construction site. Right. I did the design, built some fundamental housing as a model. That should be enough. I don't need to be there all day. Efficiency is key, but why suddenly cut your words short? Originally verbose, Joseph's abrupt silence annoyed him, but Hammer, in a good mood recently, decided to let it pass. Wouldn't it finish faster if we helped more rather than resting? Oh, how many times do I have to explain? We just need to meet our deadlines. But there's something off with the way you talk. You're not using honorifics. It's irritating. Oh, my bad. Guess I should have set a tighter schedule. Yeah, my fault. That's right. Ugh! Finally sensing something wrong, Hammer bolted upright, which damaged the beautiful eyes of Noir in the carving, but that wasn't what mattered. A chill ran down his spine as he turned his stiff head towards a sense of foreboding. The Lord, either supposed to be fighting paperwork at the estate or practicing swordsmanship, stood there with strangely flashing red eyes and twitching corners, his hand cringing as if ready to punch at any second. Ma, master, why bother coming all the way here? Ha, 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 ha. Our dear Hammer, with plump cheeks glowing in health. Seems life's comfortable these days. He was smiling, yet the sight was terrifying. I'm here like a fool, carrying beer and food because I thought you were working hard. What an idiot. Peering behind his lord, Hammer saw barrels of beer and what looked like a barbecued pig. Why hadn't he smelled it sooner? If he had, he could have at least pretended to be working. Beautiful Noir, your memory clouded my perception, leading me to, alas. He bowed his head, gripped by a grim premonition. Hey, don't cry, our efficient master blacksmith. Enjoy yourself some more. Other blacksmiths, take a break and drink up. Today's work is done. Laughing merrily and swinging his shoulder, the red glow between his fingers sent out an intense malice. This month, finish all the crossbows and round up the town construction. I'll give you 1 month. Fail! And swoosh. Watching the Lord trace his neck with his thumb, Hammer trembled uncontrollably.